So, back by popular demand, we have the BHC SRN4 Hovercraft by Airfix in 1:144 scale, and we're going to unbox it and just see how the plastic has fared over the past 56 years. Me being a bit of a saddo, I've got two of these and I will be giving one of them away. So if you watch the video, I'll explain how you could win this hovercraft. So let's nip over to the workbench and have a look inside what you're going to get in the new release, or the vintage classic release of this hovercraft. So here you are. This is the BHC SRN4 Hovercraft, and this graced us before the Channel Tunnel took over the priority of getting cars and lorries over to France as a quick method of getting there. You know, we had ferries, and then the Channel Tunnel came, and this kind of disappeared from the seas. Now, Airfix first released this back in 1970, then they released it again in 1973, and then in 1976. And then 27 years later, in 2002, they released it, and then another 24 years have gone past since they've had this in their range, and now we have it on our workbenches. And I've you know, the box is just huge. I in my mind, I don't remember it being this big. I will have to go upstairs and have a look at my version, and I think it's a 2002 version I have. And when this was before Hornby took over Airfix from the Humbrol era, if you know what I mean, the Hella Humbrol era. So yeah, they've gone basically back to the I think this is Roy Cross box art, and it's now under their vintage classic range, which is always a good thing. Okay, because of the size of the box, I'm going to try and move it. So you've got your lingo on the side, and the code for this one is A09171V, so it's a Series 9 kit. You've got the, sorry about this, it's such a big box, but you've got the lingo on the, you've got the box art on the side there, and then you've got the two schemes. You've got the Hoverloid Ramsgate 1970, and you have Seaspeed British Rail Hovercraft Limited, Dover, England 1970. So you've got Ramsgate and Dover. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it really. So let's open up the box and let's just see how fair, or how well, the plastic has not survived, I should say, how it's been presented to us. Wow. So again, quite a big box for this, and you're getting like 2 bags of sprues. And there's the instructions, which I'll pull out now. So there's the instructions. And let's have a little look and see how they fare. That's a good word for it. So the instructions. Okay, we'll put the decals to one side. Just have a quick look at the instructions. And I think these are the instructions that were reproduced for 2002, sorry. And basically you're building up the skirt here, I believe. And you can see there's quite a few parts to go around there, building up that skirt. And then you've got the deck there, obviously, or is it the inner deck they call it? And just adding extra parts to it. It doesn't seem too, I wouldn't say it's simple, but there's a lot going on. Again, it's like exploded view, which is what Airfix used to do with their instructions. But you would have like a crib sheet, I guess, telling you which part is what, naming the parts. I'm presuming here this is all part of the upper deck, really. You've got some seats there, some bolsters there, more seats, table. So you're building up section by section. Then you've got more seats going around here. And then you've got the cars, and it says no car should be placed in desired position on port side if viewed through roof transparency. So I presume you're getting two. I think you get two. Don't you get a transparent roof as well? Don't you get, like, there's two ways of building this? I can't remember now. I have to have a look when we get to the plastic. And you've got a door in closed position, so you've got a choice there on the door. You can have it open or closed, which is a good, gives you something to give it some, difference. Again, more parts here to go on. And then you've got your rudders there on the back. Is it rudders? And, well, can you call it a rudder? There you've got, I think this is more of the, the cockpit, I guess, here. And then you're adding all the final bits here. With your, I presume they're propellers. You can't say rotors, they're propellers. And then that's the model built. So 15 steps, and then you have, your call outs with your decal there. And so there you go. There's the Saunders Row Nautical SRN4 Mountbatten class hovercraft, and it's telling you where all the bits go, all the decals go, and the same here as well. So not really much to discuss on this one. Quite a small instruction manual, but there's a lot going on in each step. Again, we'll go and have a look at the decals. We're getting close. We'll zoom in so we can have a good look. So there you are. Nice and crisp. Cartograph decals as per standard. Right. Okay. Wow. Okay, so lots of parts. Wow. What can I say? There's lots of parts here, and I'm not quite sure how to respond to this, because as I said, this is the sprues here. And they have kind of, a lot of them have fallen off the actual sprue, unfortunately. Yeah, quite a few of these parts have fallen off, but I don't think I'm missing anything. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of cleanup, this one. There's a lot of flash on the plastic. Okay, and it feels it doesn't feel like normal Airfix plastic. It's very, very tinny, very hard plastic, this. So I'm assuming they've had to use it because of the tooling didn't really work using the Airfix plastic we know and love today. So yeah, it's got that rigidness to it. Very strange. And I said there seems to be a lot of flash on these parts here. You can see where it is going to take a lot of cleanup to get this looking reasonable. But people have been asking for this to be re-released because they had fond memories of building it as a child. But yeah, just some example here. If I get up closer, you can see. Let me just zoom in. You can see there's quite a lot of flash on here. Quite a lot of flash that you're going to have to. It's going to take a lot of cleanup, this kit. So this is not going to be a shake and bake. But then again, these kits aren't ever shake and bakes, are they? Put the extra light on this so you can see. yeah, lots of cleanup required on this kit. There you'll see you've got the flash is just like gone over there slightly. So yeah, so there's the first sprue, I guess you could call it. And I'm going to place this in the bag so I don't lose any of it. It is a shame it's come off, but you know, I think, again, you can see there, look at the flash on here. That's not so bad actually, that looks pretty good. But on the other side there, you've got flash. And so let's have a look at, I'll just put these parts away so we don't lose anything. And I presume it's all there. I think it's all there, to be fair. I just think it's all come off in transit. Brilliant, so there's that. And then you have all these seats. There's a lot of seats there, all numbered up. Again, flash, lots of flash. Let me get up close so you can see. Let me just zoom in so you can see the flash. So there's lots of flash on it. It is an old tooling. So we're looking at 56 years this tooling was. 1970, 56 years old, this one. There you are. See that? So there's the seats. And then we'll just have a look at here. And you can see it there. Oh, dear. Lots of flash on these parts here. Can you see that? Lots of flash. Yeah, you're gonna have to be an experienced builder for this one. This isn't skill level 1 here. This is skill level 4.5, just on cleaning this up. And but it's, you know, can I be allowed to say it's to be expected because of the age of the tooling? You tell me. So you are. There's that part there. Those parts there. Right, next bag. Let's just gently pull it out so we can see. Wow, some more parts here. And right, again, whoops. Oh, I'm all over the place today with this lot. Again, we'll bring it up close. You can have a little look and see. There is some nice detail there. If we just bring up and zoom in, there you are. Some nice, you know, they did think outside the, you know, they did think about this. You can see some nice details, all raised lines there. Nothing recessed here. There you are. So you can have a good old look at the parts itself. Doesn't look too flashy, this one. There's a little bit of flash here. Little bits of flash. There you are. We'll flip them over. And, you know, some of the parts are numbered on the actual part itself, which won't be seen. And then you've got the little tabs there. And this isn't frame A, frame B. You've got to follow the numbers. You know, up to the 153 parts there, which is, we're missing one actually, I think. Must have fallen off. So yeah, it's very brittle. You know, it's not quite secured to the actual the sprues. So I would check the part count out when you get yours. So there's that first one. And then we have what I presume are the decks. So we'll just we've got a nice square pattern there for the deck. And then that's number 2. And I'm assuming that went on there, did it? And they've cut it off, or they snapped it off. I'm assuming that's that part there. But again, you've got places that I'm saying, just thinking these must be where the seats go, or something goes in there. So yeah, sorry I'm a little bit vague on this one, but I'm just trying to show off the kit. I don't think I'll be building it very much, you know, in the foreseeable. But again, you've got a lot of cleanup on the littler parts here. See all that flash? It won't be too difficult to get rid of, but there's a lot of flash there on these parts. There you go. You're gonna have to clean up these propellers, definitely. Okay. Again, yeah, it needs a lot of love, this kit. Which is surprising, because I'm sure when I looked at mine years ago that I've got upstairs in my collection, in my stash, I remember the plastic being almost spot on. There's a big chunk out of there. Oh, I suppose you've got to clean it up anyway. You've got to clean that up. You see that? It looks like you have to cut that out. Make that all nice and clean. I remember the plastic being okay, but the actual clear parts were terrible. Let's have a look, shall we? So there's that one. And then you've got all these parts here. That ladder. Oh, good luck cleaning that ladder up. Oh, that's... Oh dear. It's making me balls go inside my body, that part there. You see that? That's going to be an absolute nightmare cleaning that one up. Yeah. And then turn them around so you can see. So lots of cleanup required. Lots of parts off the sprue, unfortunately. And it is a weird plastic. Definitely a different plastic to what Airfix normally use. Okay, moving on to the clear transparencies. There we go. Oh, right. So, to be fair, not looking too bad. There are some scratches, unfortunately. Can you see there's scratches? I'll just bring it up so you can see. Yeah, there are some scratches on it, unfortunately, but you know, this is a big clear part here. Oh, I think that's damaged there. Bit of damage on that one. See, it's cracked. I can actually feel it. It looks like there's a crack there in the plastic. Yeah. Needs a lot of work, this does, doesn't it? Needs a lot of work. Yeah. What a shame. Okay, I'll have to contact Airfix for that one. And then onto the glass. Do you know what? The glass looks okay. I know it's there's your vehicles there, your cars that you paint up. And there you go. There's the plastic, the glass. As I said, it's 1970s tooling, so don't expect miracles from this. In fact, you're going to need a miracle to get this together looking superb. But definitely, it has been one that people have asked for years, and Airfix have dragged out the tooling and redone it for you. So I'll have to get in contact with Airfix on that part there and get them to send out another one. Is it cracked, or is it just... If you're going to... I think that is a crack, unfortunately. Just getting close. I think that's a crack. There was a scratch. But anyway, I think... See, I don't think I would bother... I would just paint all this up. I don't think I would have it open so you can see inside. I think I would just spray it all up and close it up so you never see the inside again. But maybe I will give hold of Airfix a ring so I can get another one of these and get them to replace it. But that's it really. Anyways, so that is the plastic for this. So that is the plastic for this kit. So this is not a shake and bake kit. You're going to have to put blood, sweat and tears to get a pretty decent result from this. Can't hide away from the fact that the plastic is full of flash. It is a kit you would think just bin it, but people have requested this kit. I've watched and seen on many videos or on Twitter or on Facebook where people have asked, or Airfix have asked people what should they release next, and people have been asking for the Hovercraft, and lo and behold, Airfix have delivered. It is a kit of its time, hence why it is a vintage classic. And the plastic isn't, I don't think it feels like the plastic you would get of kits that Airfix are releasing of now. It's definitely that type of hard plastic, and some people do like that plastic, by the way. You know, me personally, I like the Airfix plastic of now, same as like the Tamiya plastics. But yeah, you're gonna have to work hard on this. Now the price from the Airfix website is £39.99. There is a lot of plastic in the box. I think it's a little bit rich. I think it's on the top end for what I would want to pay for a vintage classic. You do get that decal sheet, which makes it all good. So if you do have an old version of this in your stash and the decals are foobarred, then, you know, it may be worth you picking up this kit for the decals. I don't know. It's totally up to you what you want to do with this kit. As I said, $39.99 at the moment from the Airfix website. There are cheaper places where you can buy it as well. But yeah, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a vintage classic. It's an old tooling. You are going to have to work a little bit harder to get a good result from this, but you can. I've seen people who have built this kit and have had or have built a phenomenal looking model from it. Right then, so how to win this kit? Quite simple. Just leave a comment in the box below and just tell me if you have any favourite memories of this hovercraft. Did you even go on the hovercraft back in the day when it was regularly going between France and England before the Channel Tunnel was built? I'd like to hear any of your stories. Or if you built this kit in your youth, how did you get on with it? Or is it something that you've always wanted to build, even though it's going to take a little bit more effort to get it looking pucker? You know, just leave it in the comments and I will choose one randomly and I will send you this kit. All right? Brilliant. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video, and to subscribe to this channel is completely free. But huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel, and if you'd like to become a channel member, click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. In one of the four corners will be a video or a playlist of other content on my channel you might like to watch, and if you do, I'll see you over there.